All right, here we go. We have a New York basketball legend in the building.
Yes,
Sebastion Telfair. Welcome to VladTV. We've been talking about doing this for a few months now.
Absolutely.
But we finally are in the same place at the same time to do it.
What's good, Vlad?
Everything good, man. First time here. Let's start at the very beginning.
Starting the 2024, right?
Brooklyn, New York, Coney Island. Grew up with both parents, and your dad was a Vietnam vet.
Yep.
Was that like, a thing growing up? Did he come back, with like a PTSD situation from being out there?
Absolutely. Shout out to all the veterans. But yeah, my pops was a part of the Big Red One, Army Division. Went to the Vietnam War. He was over in Germany and all that type of stuff. Never was the same when he got back. You know what I'm saying? But he fought for the country, so I'm a part of that bloodline. But yeah, he definitely suffered from injuries, actually. Injuries that actually my dad passed away, from years later. But my dad's legs was, I'm not going to say blown up, but he had an incident over there when he was at war. And basically, yeah, I watched my dad patch his legs up my whole life.
Damn.
Yeah, facts.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Nah,
I feel like a lot of times the vets aren't treated well when they come back on top of it, so.
Yeah, he was a part of the, the veteran spot and everything close by Coney Island. So I don't know. I feel like it was pretty cool for him going to the war. I wish he didn't because he'd have been healthier, but I feel unique of being, the child of somebody that went to war for the country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts. Okay. Now you have 10 brothers and sisters?
Yep. 14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm happy you asked that because I always say 10, and it's really 14 of us because my father got 4 before he met my dad. You know what I'm saying? And they in my life. I know who they are. They always been in my life. But
before you met your mom.
Yeah. So I always kind of leave them out in interviews, but I'm here to say no. It's 14 of us.
Okay, so he has 4.
Yeah.
With different.
And then my mom and my dad is 10 of us.
Your mom and dad had 10 kids together?
Something like that.
Okay.
I never really made that detail because we a family, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I never really said what it was, what it is. But my mom and my dad actually have 5 kids.
Okay.
Who's the Telfairs.
Got it.
And my mom had 3 kids when she met my dad.
Okay, got it.
That type of vibe,
Right. Well, because your half-brother is Jamel Thomas.
Yes.
Right. And your cousin is Stephon Marbury.
Yes.
Got it. And you grew up in Surfside Gardens.
Yep. 31st Street.
Okay. So what was that like in the mid-90s, late 90s?
Sheesh. Rough. Coney Island was definitely rough. It's Coney Island's a peninsula, so we kind of like blocked in. We got our own community within the community, but super rough. Definitely, how right now I be telling the kids, like, we got new buildings, we got Rite Aid and all that stuff. I remember just walking around, it was just like gates and grass. Facts.
Right.
And basketball courts.
Right, because this is post the crack era, so you're dealing with the fallout of that whole crazy time.
Facts. Yeah, the 90s was, I don't know, because my childhood was pretty cool, so I don't really look at it as rough times, but the environment was rough, and, in the 90s, most black people ain't have no bread. You're trying to get some money, but other than that, it was normal.
Well, you talked about losing friends through violence during that time?
Yep, absolutely.
What do you think was the most traumatic thing that you either witnessed or knew about during that time?
When I was like, let me see. My friend David from my building, let him rest in peace, he passed away when I was maybe like young, like 8, 9, maybe like 9, 10 years old, 10, 11 years old. And I have a vivid memory of him because he didn't play basketball, right? He was kind of, a street kid. And one time, Disco Dave, part of my community, he used to run a big tournament, Coney Island Live for Youth, right? And he was on the side one time, and I was on the side because I was just a kid. I wasn't playing yet. And Disco said to David, he was like, yo, you got to play. Like, come over here and play. He's like, nah, I don't play ball. He's like, nah, I'm making all the kids play. Come play. So he got on the court and he was like, give me number 31. That's my block. I'm watching it as a kid. And they gave him number 31. And then when I started playing, soon I said, give me number 31. That's my block. So that's the number I ended up having. But that was super, super traumatic, like when he got killed 2 blocks away from where we grew up at.
Okay, through gunfire.
Through gun violence.
Sad. So what age did you actually pick up a basketball?
9.
9 years old.
Never learned how to play ball.
Okay.
Like, soon I touched the basketball, I knew how to play.
Right, because didn't you say around that time you told your mom that you're going to NBA?
Yep, so I'm gonna buy a house and I'm going to the NBA. Facts.
Okay, and how quickly did you start to progress from that age?
Well, Stephon went to the NBA when I was like 9, 10 years old.
Aha.
And Ziggy from Brookyn, USA, who was a huge part of my success, especially as a child prodigy. He had a Brookyn, USA, so it was a AAU program. And Stephon went to the league. Stephon used to play for him. And when they was organizing Stephon basketball tournament in Coney Island, Stephon Pops, Uncle Donald, let him rest in peace, he introduced Ziggy to my mom. I remember going to my block that day. He was like, yo, where you was? Like 9:30 at night. I was running around. He was like, you gonna play with Ziggy. I'm about to take him upstairs, introduce you to your mother. We went upstairs, introduced her to my mom. The next day he came and got me, took me to play in Citywide. And I remember Omar Cook and them being the older players. And I became the top 4th, 5th grader in the country right there. Top 5th grader in the country.
In the country?
That next summer, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.